Tommy, I was in the retail paradise that gainfully employs me the other day,
Oh, was you now?
and I witnessed something that gave me hope for our country. Horse noise at that.
That was nay.
Yes, I know what you're thinking, dear listener. And it's true. My name is Randy, and I've found the key to saving this country. As you know, Tommy, this country is full of greedy fart souls.
I like that. Greedy fart souls. Just people that just hoard all the farts.
That's right. And not me. I want to help everyone. In fact, I put others' needs before my own.
I'm here
ladies.
to correct you.
This country is badly fractured and needs to be united again, Tommy. Do you know this?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Racial and economic and political tensions up the waz.
Kind of needs to happen, though, eh?
What has to?
What's happening right now?
Turmoil.
Well, I mean, you got to have... I mean, how you have a revolution if nothing happens before it?
I don't know. Ask John Lennon. He knows all the answers.
Talk about a revolution.
Oh, God. I mean, I guess that's what happens when your new president's inaugural speech is named American Carnage.
Was it really?
It was, really. That's a great name for a video game, not so much for an inaugural speech from your oncoming president.
It sounds like it'd be like the sequel to American Psycho or something.
Yeah.
Well, let me think. Let me pause right there.
Actually, the title of the sequel to American Psycho was American Psycho 2.
Yeah, it should have been American Carnage.
It should have been. You're right.
I like how his whole slogan was "Make America Great Again," and now his slogan is "Keep America Great." Like, job finished. Everything's perfect.
He's just clapping his hands together.
Isn't it great out here?
Now at the retail paradise that gainfully employs me, most of the customer base that waddles in are olds.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of olds.
And you live in a rich town.
Yeah, rich town, rich tourist town.
Yeah.
So I see all these little old ladies
with their MAGA hats.
They're little old white ladies waddling in with their frightened eyes like, oh my God.
So many bananas.
Yeah, they're afraid of any hair color beyond the 4 primary shades. Afraid of anyone taller than their 4'10" frame. Afraid of a skin color, even the next shade darker than their own.
Right. They raise an eyebrow when they're walking past the liquor aisle.
Yeah. And they're afraid of all the teens, which they should be.
Sure.
We should all be afraid of the teens.
Because the teens think nothing like you, old people.
This is true. Do you see what these teens are up to these days?
Good stuff.
Hardly. One time I had a group of teens in the computer lab that I used to run. And one of them was on that YouTube. Have you ever heard of this YouTube?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Was on this YouTube and watching a cartoon where the main character was a talking anime ass. This is true.
Perfect.
Did you ever think you'd hear the phrase talking anime ass today?
I love it.
Dear listener, blame the teens and be afraid. Good God. They are out there watching talking anime asses.
They know how to laugh.
So, Tommy, this is how we're going to save the country. We're going to protect those olds.
Yeah.
We're going to save these teens watching their talking anime asses. We're going to unite us all as a people.
How?
As a persons.
Do tell.
I will tell, because I got my inspiration from a group of men that came into the retail paradise that gainfully employs me. I'd like to call them the Man-Bun Brigade.
Oh, okay. The MBB?
You down with MBB?
Yeah, you know me.
These bun bros came marching in with a purpose into my store. Macho as can be.
Macho Man-Bun Brigade.
You ever been macho, Tommy?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I heard a rerun of the Howard Stern show the other day because he takes summers off just like us. You know,
Really?
Us and Howard Stern, same thing pretty much.
Yeah.
Just killing it.
I'm the Artie.
You are the Artie for sure.
You're Robin.
Why is your nose all messed up, sir?
We just need Howard.
Have you seen Artie Lang's nose lately?
Oh, my God.
That's a creature unto itself, huh?
It looks like he ran into a pole like 17 times in a row.
Yeah, and then tried to perform surgery on that nose himself.
There's always like a little bit of blood crust coming out of it, too.
Exactly. And then he's like, to hell with it. Maybe I'll just make a new nose out of Play-Doh and stick that on my face.
He's like, what do you mean? I've been sober for like 3 days now.
Anyways, I heard this Howard Stern, and he was talking about this Jennifer Lopez, who is dating that Alex Rodriguez, former baseball player.
Oh, yeah. They've been dating a while, haven't they?
For a while, yeah. And apparently she calls her BF, that A-Rod. She calls him beautiful macho.
Oh.
Which I thought that was the corniest thing in the world. Also,
it's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it?
a little bit.
Right?
Also, I was a little bit perturbed and, I don't know, jealous that nobody's ever called me beautiful macho. Like, does the beloved, which is your wife, does the beloved have any nicknames for you like that?
No.
Not even like, I don't know, meatball or something?
No.
No.
I don't think you've ever, let alone beautiful macho, I don't think you've ever been called one of those things singularly.
What do you mean?
You've never been called beautiful or macho. So to be called them
That's
together,
very hurtful. I'm sitting right here. I'm in the same room, and
you
you would
have to
talk
face
like
the
that.
truth, Randy. It's not your fault.
What do you mean? It's not my fault. You're going to make me weep like a weeping Will Hunting here.
Sure.
Jeez.
I've always wanted to be Robin Williams' character in Good Will Hunting. Now's my chance.
Now's the chance. I want to be beautiful macho. Perhaps I have to grow a man bun to do it. Because these gentlemen were definitely beautiful macho. And I feel like they represent the American dream, these guys.
Yeah?
They're tightly bound balls of hair. Might as well have bald eagles nesting in them, for all I could see.
Shorts and flip-flops?
Yeah, guess what?
Tank tops, probably.
How did you know?
I've seen them.
I want to call them wife beaters they were wearing, but no, because they're too patriotic for that.
Yeah.
They
Too rich of a town for that term.
communist beaters they were wearing.
Oh.
They were wearing communist beaters. This melting pot of metrosexuality walks in with their communist beaters on, hand in hand. Probably about 7 of them, 6 or 7 of them.
Ooh. Straight to the liquor aisle, huh?
Yes, but here's the best part.
7 guys don't walk into a grocery store and go to the fruit section.
No, here's the best part. They all had man buns. They were all different ethnicities.
Oh, wow.
We had a Mexican. We had a white. We had a black. We had a ginger. Yes, I'm calling a ginger a different ethnicity.
They're kind of their own
They don't have
species.
souls, so, it was amazing.
They're still the only ones you can make fun of.
Exactly. No women, though. No. Otherwise, they wouldn't be the Bro-Man, He-Man, Man-Bun Brigade.
That's what they needed the liquor for, right?
To get the ladies.
Yeah.
Like, hey, want to cross this bun?
Right. Want some Henny?
I mean, something about that stylish top knot is a magnet for brotherhood, Tommy. With an emphasis on bro.
Yeah, I could see that.
Bro, you
Or
got
bra.
a man bun? So
Bra.
do I. Let's hang. It doesn't matter your ethnicity, religion, or sexual preference, bro. As long as you got a love of that bun, you like that Blue Mountain on that Coors Light, we
can
straight
see that.
hanging, homie.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
This is how to unify the country, Tommy. Bind us together as tightly as that greasy cluster of knotted hair on top of those heads.
Sure.
We're all just modern-day samurai walking hand in hand, defending the honor of this great nation of ours.
Yeah.
Do you get this?
I do.
Are you on board?
I'm down with the MBB.
You going to grow that bun?
No.
Why?
I think I missed that by about 10, 12 years.
No, it's never too late.
You don't
Tommy.
see somebody in their late 30s with the man bun.
Oh, you sure do.
What?
Look around.
Like
Take
Tom
a look
Cruise
around.
in Last Samurai?
There you go. He was
The
probably
one-
40-something.
Yeah, he started it all.
It's never too late for patriotism, Tommy. One day, Tommy, there will be a myth of a man called Johnny Man-Bun roaming from town to town.
No, it'd be like Hayden Man-Bun.
Hayden Man-Bun roaming from town to town, spreading the seeds of man-bunism to all the pagan mullet worshippers.
Heary.
Sir Hayden Man-Bun is here. All you pagan mullet worshippers, bow to me.
Like he'd talk like that. He'd be like, "Hey yo, brah,
Hey, brah,
let me get a sip of that White Claw, brah."
brah, that party in the back, it ain't working for you no more, hon.
You gotta go party on top, bro.
Got a party all around, brah. The party's on top. Like a disco ball on your head, man. The moral of the story, Tommy,
Yes.
in order to save this great nation of ours, in Man-Bun, we trust.
Well, I like it.
Drop that beat, D-boy.
Put it in. We're drinking summer shandy on Thursday. We so motherfucking out here, though. We never been this out here. Woo! What you know about Leonard Skinner? The whacker the intro, the hotter the verse every time, baby. Well, I've been working like a working man do. Got my act together, gonna walk all over you. Pressure pushing down on me, pushing down on you. Shit, let's raise the roof. Woo! About time, it's the era of the rebels. Cloud 9 in the air up in the vessels. Generation fearless, got a taste for weirdness. Flow on fire, that's the way my beard is. Hard times, jump starting the grind. It's all good, y'all. Things fall apart sometimes. Let it go, let me know when you're ready, though. Don't push me, cuz until the edge I'm close. When the time comes, ride for something. Or live to be 9 and then just die for nothing. Speak their heart, your baby, speak their mind. And I'ma play their part, and I'ma freak that rhyme one time for you. Rhyme one time for you. I'm an island, man. There ain't nothing else by me, man. And I drink enough whiskey to float a battleship around this bitch any motherfucking how. Wow. All up in a mix and the place to be. You down for the night, come form with me. Like ABC.
Welcome to the Miserable Retail Slave Show. We're coming to you from the Pod Check outside beautiful Flint, Michigan, USA. My name is Randy. Tommy's over there.
Hey.
He's my rider side today.
Aw.
He makes me so exasperated. Exactly. We are a big dumb comedy show. I'm a miserable retail slave. He's a stand-up comedian of some stripe.
Yeah. We might just be a big dumb show.
Well,
Let's see.
you're involved, so yes. This is a podcast where we search for the meaning amongst the wackiness of our lives, as well as the meaning of this podcast. We're going to try to figure it out.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll have a plan.
Maybe one day we'll have a simple plan. Yeah, thank you for listening. You might look at us like that scrubby guy that you made out with last night after drinking all that Fireball, and you wake up the next morning with your head buzzing like, why do I make the worst life choices? I mean, we've all been there. So welcome to the life choice that is listening to Miserable Retail Slave. Thank you so much. Are you ready for this, Tommy?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you caffeinated?
No, but look behind you. It's your copy of Good Will Hunting. I just noticed it.
Is that what you're dazed and confused at? I
Do you
look at
see it?
Tommy with the blankest eyes.
I borrowed this from Randy 10 years ago, and it's staring. It's like right behind his ear.
Oh, my God.
Do you see it?
Okay. Relax, man.
We're not in the Pod Shack. We're in the Pod Shack location of my shack.
Well, that almost made sense. I'm glad
I'm looking past Randy, as I usually do, because I don't like to look at his big, ugly face.
Mm-hmm.
And I see in my DVD collection, about 4 to the right, I see the copy of Good Will Hunting right over his shoulder, the one that I borrowed from him, 10 years ago?
Yeah, about 10 years ago. Yeah.
So take it. It's yours.
I have a copy. I don't need it. I don't need
You
it.
replaced it after about 5 years of wishing I'd bring it back.
You're looking at me with that dead-eyed stare wearing your little track outfit there, your black tee and your track pants there.
I had a sweatshirt on. I went to the gym.
Okay. You look like you're about to storm Area 51 over there, you
Maybe
creep.
I am. Maybe I am.
Your dead-eyed stare.
Dead-eyed dick.
Oh, really?
Oh, remember that? Remember that band?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Raw.
Are you on board with storming Area 51?
No.
No, why not?
I think it's probably going to get shut down. I think part of the let's say a quarter of the people that say they're going are going to show up, right?
Probably. There's going to be some dumbasses there.
Yeah, and so they're going to send out like 6 cops, and everybody's going to get tear gassed, and everybody's going to go home.
They said that if you try, you're going to get shot. So.
Oh,
So there's that, too.
okay.
I mean, it is a military base. You can't just storm a
Yeah.
military base without...
I like how they just go to shooting them.
I mean, might as well.
We have nothing else.
Yeah. My hope is that you storm Area 51 and you find aliens and they all look like Earl, your mechanic. Like he's from 20 light years away and he's just this scrubby guy that's asking you how often you check your dipstick? What's your oil levels look like?
5'6",
5'6",
like
you know,
a Joe Dirt kind of looking
horseshoe haircut.
Oh, I like the horseshoe.
Bald, male pattern baldness.
Yeah, thrice divorced.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the best case scenario.
I like how they say they're going to storm. What they really should do is they should all get together the day before and decide to do it like 2 days afterward.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You're saying, so they're going to be...
You can't tell people when you're going to come to break into their home.
So you're saying nerds and doofuses are a bunch of tactical warriors now.
I think they should all show up and be like, oh, shit, never mind, we decided not to. And then go down to the Waffle House and have a little meeting and then say, let's wait 3 days. They're not going to expect it. And then go do it and be abducted. That's what's going to happen.
You're going to expect a bunch of people
to make a plan
that with Dora the Explorer backpacks who over-enunciate every word and write poetry for a living.
This is preposterous.
To show up and make a good battle plan.
Oh, now I'm the captain of the army.
Apparently, you're rallying the troops here. You're giving Meredith some hope out there.
Good morning, Vietnam. Let's go.
Meredith and Parker out there are listening to your every word, and they're like, "Oh, he's our new Sentinel captain."
Hunter with his face paint.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Captain Ron.
Yeah, Captain, shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
We have been off for most of the summer.
Oh, it's felt great.
Hasn't
Can't
it, though?
believe I came back to this shit.
I haven't had the urge to drop kick you in your throat in at least a fortnight. So
yeah, that's not going to make for a good show.
I suppose an explanation is in order as to why we've been gone.
I mean, we both decided that we were going to get real jobs, and that didn't happen.
Right?
Both of us had a barrage of interviews.
A barrage of interviews.
Right.
We were the toast of the town for a little while.
What am I going to do with my 3-piece suit with tails?
Exactly. Like, am I going to be one of those dandies with a corner office and a liquor bar?
We were going for it, weren't we?
We were really trying there.
The summer we decided to change our lives.
Yeah, and how'd that work out?
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Well, we both got offered jobs, but we turned them down.
Yeah, well, I mean...
We get that close to being a real adult.
Yeah.
And then the fear kicks in.
Yeah, we were hot commodities for a little bit, and...
I got 2 jobs, actually, but I told them, fuck off.
Well, I got one job for real, and I said fuck off, so there was that.
I was supposed to go back to my 3rd interview, and when they called me for my 3rd interview, I declined it. Respectfully declined it.
In the span of 2 weeks, Tommy and I have had a total of 6 job interviews.
I don't know what. It was like a virus went through. And
Listen, everyone at a certain point.
What do we drink? We drink something and just be like, oh.
Really cool.
We're going to get rid of this existential crisis we're going through.
Yeah. Like, we sat down and we thought about it, and we were really pondering the existential crises of the joke, why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side?
Sure.
Oh, and then we were filled with existential dread because we realized the chicken is suicidal and he's crossing the road to get to the other side because he hates his life. And then we're like, oh my God, we got to change our lives. And so we took that elixir that Steve Urkel brewed that turned him into Stefan Urkel, and we were real suave and cool.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened. I mean,
it turned him into Jaleel White.
It turned him into Jaleel White. Yeah, that's what he, that's basically, yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, I almost went to work, and then
I almost went to work.
I'm going to talk about this because I'll probably end up talking about it on stage because I like it because my first interview went great, and they sold me on the job, and I was like, okay, I think I can work. I think I can still do comedy and work around this job, and I think I'm going to like it. So maybe I'll pull back a little bit on comedy, but they're cool with it. They know about it. I go to the second interview, and the lady's like, I hope you're a clean comedian. And I'm like, what?
You're like, lady, take a look at me. Is anything about me clean?
Well, I had a nice dress shirt and dress shoes and
but you still have that face, that little Caesar's haircut. So
yeah, I am going for the little Caesar in my. I like it because I don't have to put anything in it.
You just
and just part it to the side, and it looks all right.
That's what I've been doing too.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
That's what I did this summer. I changed my haircut.
Oh God, I hope it don't look like yours. Oh fuck.
Oh, I'm beautiful.
She starts telling me that if somebody in the community complains about my comedy, then this would be a major issue. I'm just like, and I'm not that dirty. I mean, I've never gotten in trouble for being dirty, but I don't want to. What if me and a heckler get into it and I call him a big fat fucking piece of shit?
Bigfoot, well.
Yeah, and then he knows where I work or. So, yeah, I didn't go to the third interview. And today I was told that the job is mine if I want it, but it pays really shitty. So, I'm not going to do that one either.
Well, let's do this. Randy's career fair.
Okay. This is what started it
What do you
all.
want me to do? I don't care. Yeah, get a job. Oh, get a job? Yeah. Just get a job? Why don't I strap on my job helmet and squeeze down into a job cannon and fire off into Jobland, where jobs grow on jobbies?
I mean, everyone has to worry about their occupation at some point, right?
I mean, I guess.
Even like artists. Like, do you really want to be Rick Derringer and playing rock and roll hoochie coo when you're 75 years old? Seriously?
Lordy mama, I love you.
And I mean, jobs are weird. Interviews are weird. It's basically online dating, but for a job.
I always try to start an interview with a joke. Like just something like today when I sat down, this guy, he's like, you can sit over there. And the chair was literally leaned back. I was like, laid back. And he didn't laugh.
Yeah. That's well,
but I was loose.
Loosey-goosey over there.
I was.
See, just like online dating, you start your meeting with a joke, trying to set them job line dating. Can we call it that? I don't know, Tommy. I want you to workshop that. Give me a great riff and a tight 5 minutes on it, and get back with me.
Job line dating. All right, yeah, that's kind of what you're doing, right? It's kind of the same sort of thing.
I started my job interview. I interviewed at the post office.
Yeah. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, Mr. McFeely. Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Speed and delivery. And so
Have you been practicing that?
That's basically the job description.
Like Jimmy Johns and Mr. McFeely.
Yeah. I mean, we're just the quickest draws in the town.
Freaky fast.
Yeah. We're freaky fast.
Let's talk about how
ladies.
weird Tom Hanks is as Mr. Rogers for a second.
Let's talk about the fact that movie doesn't need to exist when the documentary on Mr. Rogers' life came out and it was amazing. So why do we need a Tom Hanks?
I love Tom Hanks. I think he's one of the greatest actors of his generation, and he's amazing, but he creeps me the fuck out as Mr. Rogers.
I'm over Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I think he's annoying. You know who else I think is annoying? Beyonce. If I never see that Beyonce again, I'll be a happy boy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want her to die, Randy, but...
did I say that?
Well, I mean, how would you never see her again? She's plastered on everything.
Do I want Jay-Z summoning paratroopers after me? No, I do not. Okay? I didn't say that. I just said she's annoying.
Go ahead, Mr. McFeely, and your...
So the
Please,
job...
Mr. Postman.
Exactly. I'm about to sing you a song.
Return to sender.
Yeah.
There's a lot of songs about mail delivery.
Well, I mean, it's a very romantic occupation.
You and Meg Ryan and
I got mail.
Tom Hanks again. He comes around.
He comes around.
He's there.
Yeah.
Here, there, and everywhere.
He's kind of a horror. I want to believe that Tom Hanks is the same character in every romantic comedy he's ever been in. He just really gets around.
Not in a lot of them. You've Got Mail.
Well, he's always trying to plug that Meg Ryan, though. Just constantly. That's all he does. Yeah. Anyways, so the job was for a rural.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never asked you about this one.
Delivery associate.
Yeah.
And I, as longtime listeners know, I have a hard time saying the name rural.
Yeah.
So I made a big fun of that. And then she couldn't say the name rural. So we were all just laughing.
You fucked her up.
We're like, ah, ha, ha.
Now she's going to lose her job.
What a funny world this is.
You already look like you look like Mr. McFeely. You dress like Mr. McFeely. I feel like you'd be a shoo-in.
Mm-hmm. I look like a man in uniform. Thank you.
Yeah.
I look like a
postal uniform.
An esteemed government employee. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I thought I'd change my name to Rules J. Perkins because Just really.
Oh, you said your last name.
Oh, people know it's not
You
even.
yelled at me before about doing that.
What, 5 years ago?
Back when you thought you were going to be something.
Oh, listen. Who do you think you are?
I don't know. That's a long-winded answer.
Back to the existential crisis.
Who I really am, or who do
Yeah.
I think I am?
So I think I should change my name to Rural J Perkins because
I
I
like
can't even say it. So
R.J. Perkins. Now you can say it.
usually when somebody asks me my name and I tell them, they're like, Brandy. I'm like, really?
It's the no facial hair.
Where does the B come from? Where does the B sound come from? Seriously. Especially if I'm on the phone and they ask my name, they're like, Brandy.
I get Tammy a lot, but I sound like a woman. So.
You sound like a female, yes. It's so weird. Like, Brandy? Who has that name ever?
You're a fine girl.
Yeah, listen.
I've been trying to deepen my voice, by the way. I've been trying to talk like this.
How does that work out for you?
I don't know, but I think if I just do that much,
Mm-hmm.
it gets rid of that little estrogen in my voice.
Mm.
Yeah. And it doesn't sound too forced. Is that good?
You sound like a character on Family Guy. I'm not on board with it at all.
Well, at least it's not Lois.
It's not Lois.
All right.
Maybe, normally you sound like Chris Griffin, so.
Ah.
Yeah, see? Exactly. Jobs are weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people have the weirdest jobs. It's somebody's job to create Pokemon, for crying out loud. Like, who? This one's called Sourpuss. He dresses like a hipster, poops out Sour Patch Kids, and says "actually" before every sentence, and tells you how wrong the last thing you said was.
Where can we get that job?
I don't know. I'd love to. I'd love to create a Pokemon or two.
Let's do it.
Did I see right, Tommy? Are you taking your daughter to see Post Malone? Is this true?
I think so. We're not sure. We've had some unexpected things pop up, but she still asks about it constantly, and I would love to go. I'm a big Posty fan.
You're a poster.
Yeah.
You've bonded over the love of Post.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Interesting.
I love him.
You're not worried about what may happen at such a concert?
Well, like this is my daughter's rebuttal. Well, they have security guards.
Interesting.
Yeah, because that's what I said.
Hmm.
Yeah, I said I don't know if this is the right place to take a newly 13-year-old.
So it was 1999, Tommy, and I went to a Kid Rock concert.
Yeah, but you were like 48.
I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm at this Kid Rock concert at a big venue. This was back when Kid Rock was somewhat cool. There was a time, kids.
You were at ball with the ballin'?
Yeah, totally. I was a cowboy and a bull god. And so I'm standing there in the audience, and there was a respectable dad there with his goddamn 8-year-old son. Like, you didn't
showing him how to throw the horns.
You didn't really think about this, did you, Pops? So I'm standing there. There's Dad, and I think like an uncle or a friend or whatever, and then the 8-year-old kid, and then I watch as some douchelick puts his girlfriend on his shoulders, and she starts flashing the crowd. And I look at the kid, and his mouth was wide open, and his eyes were huge.
And the dad looked exactly the same way.
Exactly. He's like, "What have I done?" And,
no, I just figured the dad was looking too.
Well, yeah, he had that face, and then he was looking at his kid with that face, and so he looks at the kid, and he goes, "Well," and he realized he kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, what'd you think?" And the 8-year-old goes, "Well, they were kind of small, weren't they?" And everybody laughed. Everybody laughed.
Oh, I wonder where that kid's comedy club weekend is at.
He straight killed that punchline right there.
That reminded me, probably about a year and a half ago, I was doing a show over in Muskegon, Michigan. And there were children in the crowd. And I made sure the manager knew that. And he said, "Oh, yeah, I messed up. I went and invited some people from the bar next door, the bowling alley next door, to come over for free because we were running a little low on tickets."
He's like, "You need to make some balloon animals."
So he said, "Just go ahead, BR. I don't want them coming back." Right?
Chase them out of the bar.
Right, because he's like, I didn't realize that some of the groups that I invited had kids there bowling. And So I do my first joke, which is a masturbation joke, and
your favorite thing to do,
and it usually does really well. It usually does really, really well, and even though and it's kind of clever and blah blah blah. And I reference it.
I like how you toot your own horn.
Yeah,
it's kind of clever.
We're 9 years on it, on this one joke.
9 years of work. It better be fucking solid gold.
Right. It's the only one I have. Let me have it. And so people didn't really like me, which I understand because there were kids in the crowd, and many of them. And the headliner goes up and he keeps it completely clean, does exactly what he should have done, and he kills. And after the show, one of the dads come up to me and he's like, "Look, dude, you were freaking hilarious. Our table wanted to laugh, but every time I looked over at my son, he was trying not to laugh, and I was trying not to laugh, and he's 11, so now he knows I know what he does in his room."
Oh man, awkward.
And that was a big laugh. So he's like, "You did really good. It wasn't anything you did." He's like, "Just a lot of kids learn that their parents know what they do," which was great.
That's a fun story.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he was really cool. And then he offered to buy me a drink. I'm like, no, even after that shit performance, they're still buying my drink.
You should tell that the next time that joke does not work. You should tell that exact story.
I'm going back to the comedy club September 14th. So.
Oh, perfect time. Last time I was here.
Yeah. Oh, Don over there, which is really
Don.
the guy's name. Yeah, cool guy. He has a couple other comedy clubs I work for, so we've laughed about it since.
So here's a segment.
Okay.
It's a fact-based segment called Factual Facts, which are true facts.
Oh. Okay.
We're going to learn
a little
something.
dorky, but let's go.
You're a little dorky.
Well,
You're the one with the big old glasses and your dumb face.
Well, the beard makes me macho manly, macho beautiful.
Beautiful macho?
Beautiful macho. That's what I was going for. I shouldn't have had that shot of tequila.
No, because you're all over the place.
I'm literally crawling around the floor.
Yeah, you're like an exorcist child right now. You're
up against the wall.
Vomiting pea soup and
hanging upside down from
diddling
the ceiling.
yourself with a crucifix. It's crazy.
Well, stop your fantasy.
Oh, yes, Tommy. If everyone were to fantasize, it would be about thou over there. Now I don't even want to do this because you killed this segment.
Let's do it.
You killed it. No.
Try it again.
No, you killed it.
Second best is the.
No, that's
I'm
okay.
interested. Factual facts that are really true facts.
I'm a little bit over it now. You kind of killed it.
Oh, everybody write Randy a sorrowful email.
Write me a sorrowful email, whatever that means.
Chin up.
Chin up, soldier.
World J. Perkins.
Yeah.
Which is kind of reminds me of Michigan J. Frog.
Oh, you think I stole? Listen, all respect.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
All respectable gentlemen have a J as their middle initial.
Oh my gosh.
Like Michael J. Fox.
Floyd J. Phillips. He just passed away last year. He was a great comedian from Michigan. He won the Seattle comedy competition early on in his career and did really well. And in the comedy world, really well known. But anyway, he passed away. He was so funny. But his opening was always, "My name's Floyd J. Phillips. The J stands for genius."
I like that.
Yeah.
So does mine.
More like jerk.
Probably. Ask any of the girls I dated. They'll tell you.
I hope I did a good enough sentiment to Floyd there. He was great. Great.
All right, let's take a quick short little.
Sure.
You're listening to the Miserable Rejection Sausage.
There's nothing more refreshing than tuning into the Miserable Retail Slave podcast. Well, except for a heckler at one of Fat Tommy's wannabe comedy shows. Have you ever seen Tommy? He's a mixture of cow shit, a millennial, and a hipster, all thrown into a burlap sack, mixed up to make his bubble fat fucking slob ass. Fuck that guy. Anyways, back to the task at hand. Hyping the Miserable Retail Slave podcast. Listen to this show. Trust me, it's that good. Even the Tommy part. So don't sit around like a fat-ass Tommy. Just listen to this great and original material that these guys put out. Trust me, I endorse this podcast 100%. This is your neighborhood hype man. Over and out, let me tell you.
We in the freezing cold. Carl no joke. Fuck, I give what haters say. All I did was stay the same. Cut to fat, came to rage. Cut to black on the crazy train. In, wheels off. My dope in, let my scalp peeled off. Skills saw with the pen, I'm raw. Don't doubt D-boy, y'all gon' learn about that boy, he go hard. Ben Wallace, 10 haters got 10 Wallace. I came broken, I left ballin', that's no joking. That's George calling, I'm ill. Ain't that a fact? Lil' Pit boy, I kick it like Pack-a-Lack. We the rap pack, you a pack of rats. Get cracked in the crack like, oh, I snap. Kush packs, cracker packs. Blowing up to the track collapse. With a white girl with the fattest ass. Break that ice, you catch a bash, yeah, fish in the barrel. Hood hippie apparel. See me on the beat like Christmas and Christians with carols. And it's the radical, tactical, magical, sagittal, suture splitter. Future spitter, boo. Here's a cheers to new beginnings. Boo the Ripper, yeah. He who do it different than you. Who is this ludicrous rhymer spitting? Is written so smooth. When I seen some hustle money here, I've been ballin', getting buckets in the hood, homie. Say what you would about it. I know you thought you could, motherfucker, but you ain't cut like that. You's a bitch like that. You ain't from my cloth. Put the city on my back. Put that city on the map. You in my city making that whack shit. That's what the facts here.
Welcome back to the Sausage. How's everybody doing? Oh, you ever want to just start yelling at your technology, Tommy, like it can understand you? Because I almost wanted to yell at this. Like, just yell at it with all... Because it messes up or something, and you're like, what are you doing, technology?
I thought you were going to yell at me.
Well, I would yell at you with all the passion of a dad yelling at their pitiful, losing, goddamn sorry-ass football team. Jesus Christ, what a stupid throw. You ought to be benching his ass. Jeez.
Interesting.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah. Sorry, I just grabbed a beer from Paul and Air, Oktoberfest, since 1634, and it tastes like it was brewed in 1634. So
Good stuff, huh?
usually I love Oktoberfest. It's my favorite kind of beer, so maybe I'll warm up to it.
Maybe you will warm up to it. I hope you're all warming up to this. Do us a favor, like our Facebook group on the Facebook.com. Search Miserable Retail Slave there. Tell a friend to listen if you dig this garbage so far. That would be great. Yeah. You know, I just... Jay Larson, I just noticed his podcast the other day.
Yeah, you met him.
He said I was a sweet boy. And the funny thing was, you were telling Jay Larson about our podcast, and his podcast is called The Thruline. And I looked, and that same week you were telling him about our podcast. His first episode dropped with special guest Mark Maron. Oh. I'm like, really?
Because we're on the same level.
Meanwhile, we're talking about a man that licked a doorbell for 3 hours. That's what we did on that same week. So I guess I guess we're right there, neck and neck. Honestly,
Jay Larson, and it was funny because about 2 months after that, when I opened up for him, he was great, by the way. But I opened up for him. I decided to watch that show, The Invitation, the movie.
Okay.
And guess who's one of the stars in it?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither. He was really good in it too.
So 3 cheers for Jay Larson. Old Tommy's going to be opening up for people.
Yeah. Jay Chandrasekhar next week.
That's why I said people, because I can't say that name.
It took me a minute.
Yeah.
August 29th through the 31st at Skyline Comedy Club in beautiful Appleton, Wisconsin.
He is the writer and director of Super Troopers.
In Beer Fest.
So go take a mustache ride and see Tommy.
Yeah, director of Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah.
And then September 21st at beautiful Flint, Michigan, USA, Tommy and Kevin Farley.
Yes, along with Sal D'Amelio, one of my favorites and one of my best friends in comedy. And then one of the greats, Norm Stoles, and then a lady out of Ohio that I haven't met yet named Amber Folter. So
hey, girl, hey.
I have shows between that, by the way, Randy.
No,
lots
they don't matter. No, I wouldn't say lots, actually, but...
I got 3 between that.
Yeah, that's lots. 3 is lots.
I'm booked every weekend, Randy. How about that?
Why don't you book your ass a clue? Because you ain't got one. Yeah. I'm not going to be at your show September 21st. I'm going to be out of town.
What? Where are you going?
Out of town.
Oh.
Far away from the bomb dropping. That is Tommy.
Finally got indicted.
Good one. Drink a beer, you douche.
All right, Luke Bryan, I will.
Luke Bryan, I like that.
Drink a beer.
Yeah, that's how I said it too.
You just sat right there on that pier.
Tommy, here's a segment we're going to call Community Chest. I want all the feedback in the world. No, you don't got stop.
I have a nice chest. I had a guy at the gym ask me to show him how to do one of my workouts today.
Well, congratulations.
And I showed him, and he goes, wow, I've never felt that like that before. That's awesome.
I'm sure he was a real stand-up citizen, too.
I was like, thanks. I learned it on YouTube.
Yeah. Here's a problem that I have in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want all the feedback. Miserable Hotline, 810-328-3826. I want you to call in and give me your feedback on this subject, because I want to hear from the folks. If you're scared to have your voice played on here, email me, miserableretailslave@gmail.com. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know I like an eyebrow on a woman. I'm a big brow fan.
You don't like the alopecias?
I like a brow. You got to have a good solid brow on your. Otherwise, what good are you to me?
You have really light eyebrows.
Yeah, I know. I'm a garbage person because of it. It's no good for anyone.
We finally found the reason.
Yeah, it's my eyebrows. I don't have a strong brow, therefore I'm a piece of trash garbage.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doomed to be alone forever, because of my eyebrows.
Oh, God, he's going to start crying. Somebody
I'm not
help.
going to cry. It's a fact of life, Tommy. I'm content and happy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
God. But, I used to have a friend named Kate. I'm not sure if you remember her, but she had impeccable eyebrows, and it was amazing.
Did she now?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be complimenting her, are you?
I didn't. I'm just saying. Well, listen. Listen, you got to call a Kate eyebrow and eyebrow, and she had impeccable eyebrows.
There you go again.
Well, listen. What am I supposed to... Some of these people out there, these women...
Yeah.
Don't worry, men. You're next, too. You're not going to escape my wrath, either. This is...
You don't like your eyebrows either.
Yeah, that's right. Some of these women out there, do they have... What are you doing? What are you flexing?
Oh, yeah. You noticed.
No, I
you
didn't.
saw that big old muscle.
No, I don't. That's the problem.
It almost popped you in the foot
there's
there.
not... So, are there eyebrow templates out there? Because some of these ladies out there, they have just lines, straight lines. And I'm like, Is somebody animating your face right now? Because that doesn't look real.
My aunt has them tattooed on.
Well, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some people that draw on their eyebrows all squiggly and wavy, like the stink lines coming off a cartoon character that's supposed to smell bad. I'm like I don't think that's how you do it.
A couple springs above their eyes.
Yeah, it's no good. It's like nice eyebrows, Pigpen. My wrath today is aimed squarely at the eyebrows out there.
Ooh.
These are men that pluck their stupid eyebrows. I'm not talking about unibrows. You should take care of that. That's gross.
I do.
Well, thank you for that. But I'm talking about men that clearly shape their eyebrows, have them plucked or waxed or whatever they do into a shape that is inhuman.
Like the Macho Man-Bun Brigade?
You know what? They're too beautiful macho to pluck those brows. So, the people I'm talking about, they look like they sculpt those eyebrows like they've been doing forehead sit-ups. They're so sculpted. Like, what a great shape to them. But it looks kind of weird because you got that weird eyebrow stubble. And by the way, you've got that farmer's tan on your forehead from where they've been plucked. You've got a solid tan forehead, and then, there's white around the brow. I can tell you've been plucking. Mother pluckers. So how do we people feel about that? The men that shape their eyebrows to... I don't like this. I think it's weird.
Okay. You mean this podcast? Or?
Yeah, that. I think I'm not a fan of the plucking of the eyebrows if you're a guy. How do we feel about all this, people?
Yeah. If you don't want to hear your voice on air like I don't, then email Randy.
Do you know somebody that does this? I want to hear.
Yeah. I've never heard of it.
You've never seen an eyebrow in real life?
Well, I've seen the women do it.
Well, that's not an eyebrow. It's an eyebroad.
Oh, that's right. Like that. Okay.
Yeah. Not an eyebrow, an eyebroad.
I got it.
Yeah.
People, you have a voice.
You do have a voice, apparently. We've decided you have a voice. Oh, man, this summer, though. So, there was a picture making the rounds on the news and such of this humpback whale jumping out of the water. And in its mouth, the humpback whale's open mouth, was a sea lion trying to jump out of the humpback whale's mouth.
No shit, I missed it.
Yeah, because apparently humpback whales are like the Pac-Man of the sea. They just open their stupid mouth and try to eat everything. They don't eat seals, but casualties happen.
Poor seals about to become like Moby Dick. Huh?
So anyways, some intrepid photographer got this picture right as the humpback whales coming out of the water, and right as the sea lion's in the mouth trying to get out.
Did he get out?
I think so.
Oh,
and there's a look of panic and terror on the silly sea lion face. Like, I feel trapped in this situation. How do I get here? How do I get out? That was my summer in a nutshell, basically. I was the sea lion being swallowed by the humpback whale of life, you see.
Terrified every day, huh?
Yeah, my month of June, kind of a mess. My month of July, a month of calm introspection. August, something switched in my head, and I became calm, confident, unafraid of anything. I think I broke somehow. I think something broke. And I spent a lot of time outside, enjoying the nature. I read a lot.
Ew.
Yeah, reading's fundamental, Tommy. It's great. It really cleared my head a lot.
I'll listen to you.
Like,
with
and
your
I enjoyed
life tips.
Yeah, that's right. You should take some. You should take some. You should take some notes. Like the other day,
You should take some shrooms, apparently.
How do you know I haven't?
Maybe that's what happened. You said you came one with nature.
Maybe you need to get on my level. You ever think about that?
I don't want to go down.
Cash me outside. How about that? Like the other day, I was standing outside and I noticed all these tiny little butterflies. There was like 6 of them. And I didn't know there could be baby butterflies, but they seem to be baby butterflies, orange and black. Yeah, and I'm just standing there, and then 4 of them started circling around me like I was a fucking Disney princess. I'm like, oh, nature.
That was your angels.
Now listen, my mom, I don't know where she came up with this, has a similar thing. She's like, they say that butterflies are the souls of departed loved ones that come back to visit you.
See, I've heard that before. That's why I said that.
Well, that's really cute. But now I'm thinking, why am I being haunted by these ghosts?
Leave me alone.
Be gone, you foul yet brightly colored poltergeist. What have I done?
Get out of here, Uncle Jeff.
Yeah. Be gone. The power of Christ compels you. We made a, like, in my newfound glory here, because I'm a pop punk band kind of mood. I've decided that I was going to start running, get in the best possible shape, and I made you do a pact with me to run the Crim, which, if you don't know, if you're not from around the Michigan, the Crim is the festival of races, which is also the slogan for white people, because being white is like the festival of races. It's a party nonstop.
That's this weekend, isn't it?
It is, but next year we're running.
Unless a big comedy club calls, then I might have to.
You fucking suck a duck, okay?
That's my job, Randy.
Is it your job, or is it your job to be a friend to me once in a while? Like, what do I ask for? I mean...
Well, we got to start with smaller road races.
Oh, no doubt, Tommy. That's why a year away, not 2 days away.
We get Bert Kreischer it, where he ran that half marathon without ever running.
I'm going to get in the best possible shape. Because there's something for exercising, too. There's something about those. You feel good. It's good to get those dopamine squirts in.
Yeah. When you put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a digital Shakespeare over here with my words.
Yeah, that's why I go to the gym every day. It makes me feel good. And I come home and take a shot of tequila and have a beer, I guess.
Well, see? You know what's up.
Got to keep those dopamine.
I'm in a really good place right now, Tommy.
Are you really? Well, probably because you're in my basement.
No, this place smells like you and regrets. So I don't know about all that.
It's the same thing.
Like I was at the beginning of the summer, I was a delicious cocktail of anguish and insecurity, and now I'm just like,
yeah, you got your tall white socks on.
I got my tall white socks on. I don't
your
give
hair
a single
parted.
fuck. I got my hair parted to the side like a real dandy.
Still got your cargo shorts on. Well,
I got these cargs.
About that.
I don't care.
They look like mailman shorts. They really do.
I love them. And you know what? I'm just gonna take life as it comes to me. I'm not gonna force things like a Luke Skywalker, man.
Over under. How long till Randy's sad again?
No, never.
Never.
I don't believe
There's
in sadness.
nothing you can do. You can chop my arm off and I'll be happy.
Well, then I'll have a cool hook. And people will call me the captain. I'll be all right with that.
Oh, no.
You know? Tommy, are you in a good place right now?
I think so, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't know so?
Well, I mean, with comedy, it's always like a constant.
Oh, here we go.
Right.
Come on. Girl, wash your face.
Other than constantly struggling to figure out if I should stick with comedy, yeah, I'm in a good place.
Have you seen these motivational books, Tommy? For
like
women?
Chicken Soup?
No, they're like Girl Wash Your Face.
Oh, really?
It's a real thing.
Just say nasty, demanding things to people.
Girl,
Shave your pits.
That's the sequel. Girl, just shave those pits.
Okay.
No, it's motivation for women, to empower women.
You're supposed to go wash your face.
It's a metaphor, Tommy. You know metaphors.
Pop up and you see a brand new person in the
Listen,
mirror.
don't be bashing Rachel Hollis.
Oh.
She could unleash a wave of feminist vengeance upon us.
Is this why you feel good? Because you read a lot of female empowerment books?
No, I didn't. I probably should. See what's up. Maybe those dames got something that I know. Don't know. I don't know. I mean, we don't have any motivational books to process our feelings. All we have is the band U2. That's how we process everything.
I hate U2.
You still haven't found what you're looking for. That's why, Tommy.
You knew I was going to say that. You set me up.
I would never set you up, Tommy.
I would have said that with or without you, Randy. So
You actually set me up, and I spiked it over because I'm a super spiked V-ball player. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a problem, folks. This would be year 7 of this podcast. This was also be year 7 of Tommy promising that he would go on a hike with me and not doing it. He is a hike tease.
We had too many interviews.
Listen, this is what happened.
My days off were spent turning down other better paying jobs.
Tommy made a concrete date. He's like, let's do it this day. I'm like, okay. I'm like, this will be the perfect end of the summer. I'll get mauled by a bear or something. That'll be great.
Frank. I said maybe we can do it next Tuesday.
I didn't say it was crunk, like you just said.
And then one of those interview people called, and I couldn't do it then.
No, that's not what happened.
Oh,
actually.
really? Okay.
Can I refresh your memory?
Sure, go ahead.
So we were going to do it on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Go on this hike.
Yeah.
This much hyped hike.
Yeah.
We're going to do it on a Tuesday, and Tommy said, I can't do it because I got this stuff to do. I'm like, okay.
Oh, it had to have been an interview, or one of the girls had a sports game that I didn't realize it.
It was a sports game, which got canceled, by the way.
Did it?
So this is the epic life of Tommy Thompson. This is what he did instead of saying we can go on that hike. He went to a bar and ate a burger. Then he went and got a haircut. And then he went to a separate bar and ate some French fries.
That's true.
This is what happened. Why I couldn't go on the hike.
That's true. That's true.
Because he had to eat 2 different foodstuffs at 2 different bars.
But I thought I didn't realize till like a half hour before the game that it was canceled. So.
Okay. I mean, listen, there's so much shit you got to keep track of as an adult. Like where you're going to get your fries, what restaurant you're going to get your burger.
He screwed it up. I went to sign in at the haircut place, and it was going to be about an hour. So I went and downed a really strong craft beer. Then I went back, got my haircut, and then I went and had a couple beers and a burger, and then I went directly to the next bar and had the fries. So there you go.
It doesn't make it any better.
There was no break.
It doesn't make it any better.
Right. It makes it worse. I didn't take a break in between. It was the most amazing fries I've ever had, though.
Well, I'm glad they were worth our friendship, because that's what you cost.
I didn't know that it was going to be canceled at that point.
Oh, my God. All you could think about was those delicious fries.
They're so good. I want to go get them right now.
Well, go. What's stopping you?
They were like nachos on top of the best tasting fries ever.
You know how I know that Bigfoot isn't real, Tommy? Because nobody has not been killed yet trying to take a selfie with one.
How do you know?
Well,
I would assume he just eats people, and then people are just missing.
but he doesn't eat the phone.
Oh, yeah. You don't think we find random phones in the wild?
We should find random phones in the wild.
I'm sure.
And they all got the pictures of people getting bitten by Yetis. That's worth at least 50 likes on the Instagram.
Just a big old blur and a huge ape hand.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good thing that unicorns are not real, because I guaranteed that everyone would try to take selfies with them, and at least all the people trying to get selfies with a unicorn would get gored immediately. So it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't
Well,
include...
unicorns were real. They just didn't get on the ark.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't
They
include...
had green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpback camels, and some chimpanzees.
What
Some
what
cats
just happened?
and rats and elephants. But sure as you're born.
Why are you getting angry right now? Jesus Christ, what's happening?
Just trying
Why
to
you
rap some Shel Silverstein, bro.
Why are you speaking in tongues right now? I don't understand. So the moral of the story this week, Tommy, the meaning of this podcast, I think, is this. I would never buy a Lamborghini.
Oh, why not?
Because if I bought one, that would be my entire life. I would just worry about that car constantly.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to take this car out, impress the ladies, and then I just worry about where I'm going to park it. And worry about scratches that'll never buff out, my God. I mean, that's no kind of life.
Right.
So that's the moral of the podcast this week. All men can buy a Lambo, but most men can't handle that Lambo getting scratched.
Not all men can buy a Lambo.
All men have the capability to buy a Lambo.
Oh, shit. You should talk to my financial advisor.
But most men can't handle that Lambo getting scratched. Don't harsh my Lambo. That's the moral of the story.
All right.
That's a metaphor
Gotcha.
we can all ponder, Tommy.
Sure.
This has been the Miserable Retail Slave Show. I'm Randy. That's Tommy. Until
Hey.
next time, stay miserable.